Mine's Man says, "Hi guys, how are you both doing?" Pretty awesome, thank you very much. I got a little bit of a cold. It's spring in New Zealand, so the weather is a little bit changing. So you kind of think you can run around in a t-shirt, but it's still really cold. So I've been a little silly. It's my own fault. So he or she says, I wanted to know beautiful places where I could bike around in the North Island. Thanks. Do you want to give a couple of ideas?
So there's lots of actually dedicated mountain bike trails, which they're not as crazy as, I know when you say mountain biking, some people imagine like extreme downhill mountain biking, but there's a lot of, it's more common to say more like off-roading bike trails around New Zealand and also in the North Island. And a really good one to do is the Timber Trail. This is a 2 to 3 day multi-day bike trail.
It's awesome.
We do have us doing this trail as a video on the channel. So if you type in Timber Trail NZ Pocket Guide, you will see us doing the exact trail. But it's a really cool one going through beautiful New Zealand forest that used to be used for timber logging and that sort of thing. So there's sort of remnants of its logging history and also a few railway sort of tracks and stuff there. So it's pretty cool to see a bit of history sort of being, like taken back over by nature as you're mountain biking around. So that's a really cool one to do in the North Island. Do you want to say some or shall I say some more?
Okay, keep
There's some really cool trails in between the Bay of Plenty and the Eastland region called the Motu Trails. You can ride them as 3 different separate trails, or you can do a huge loop, which would be like a multi-day bike trail over about maybe 2 or 3 days. But a really cool one there is the Dunes Trail, is one of the Motu Trails. Also, we have a video of us doing that, but that's a really cool coastal biking trail where you get to cycle alongside the beach on like compact gravel and boardwalks. So obviously it's quite easy to cycle on.
It's not mountain biking on the sand, that's terrible.
Yeah, but also part of the Motu Trails, there's a section that goes through forest. There's other sections as well. So you get to see a whole variety of scenery as you're going around.
What about the Waitangi Mountain Park?
Oh yes, so if you actually are into downhill mountain biking, there's actually loads of mountain bike parks around the North Island, and one really cool one is the Waitangi Mountain Bike Park. Again, we have a video on this channel of us checking that out, or at least I am checking it out. Robin has a broken arm at this point, so he couldn't ride a bike.
So I was in a 4-wheel drive, and I was just driving around, driven around. Someone was driving me around. I was just stopping alongside and filming Laura, kind of going downhill.
Yes,
it's kind of a fun video. Rotorua also has some great mountain biking parks as well.
Yes, so not only does Rotorua have really cool sort of downhill mountain biking trails, but they do have really nice scenic ones, particularly in what's known as the redwood forests, or the Whakawera forests. Probably really butchered that pronunciation, but in this forest in Rotorua, there's a ton of different bike trails through the forest, which range from really easy ones to more exciting sort of mountain biking trails. But yeah, around Rotorua, it's kind of really famous for cycling and mountain biking, and you can even do scenic journeys to various natural hot springs. So partway through your bike trail, you can stop off and have a little soak in a place called Kerosene Creek. And yeah, so that should be just a few ones, a few names for you to look up. But we do have
Creators of the Moon. Did you talk about Creators of the Moon?
Yeah, no, I didn't. Creators of the Moon.
That's a cool one. That's
another
a really cool
mountain
one.
bike park. This one is in Taupo, which is in the center of the North Island. But yeah, another mountain bike park with lots of different grades of difficulty to ride around. This is more of a plantation sort of pine forest. But yeah, Lake Taupo again is another really cool place to do scenic bike trails. There's something called the Great Lake Trails, which is various different sections of mountain biking trails around the lake. which again has amazing scenery and lots of variety between lake views, mountain views, and going through the forests. So yeah, there's that one as well. But we do have information about all these bike trails and much more on nzpocketguide.com. We do have a biking section in the activities category, so you can look up all the different bike trails around the North Island. So yeah, that would be the best place to go check out for more information.
Again, if it's useful, hit like. Laura's encyclopedic knowledge of mountain biking in New Zealand is worth a like. And if you find this video useful and want to see more of our videos, you can also hit subscribe. All right, let's go back to the live chat.